All right, boys, girls, this is gonna be another dark one. Just woke up, real quick. Like, man, my brain is going on this. I did a couple videos yesterday about the bucket list, proof of God, and this guy made a comment, Togi, guy or woman. Got my brain going, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up on this one real quick. Like, here's another way to look at everything. Okay. Let's say we go back to the days of Jesus and 20 billion years beyond that. Okay, I'm going with the scientists, but the Bible says the Earth may be much younger. Anyway, let's say 20 billion years ago there was forests and trees and just nature. Okay, no man created. Okay, so if we went from then all the way up till now without man, okay, what would you see? You wouldn't see anything, would you? There'd be no cars, no airplanes, no buildings, no houses, no computers, no calculators, no phones, no anything, not even a Q-tip, not even a piece of paper. Okay, all you would see is trees and rivers and lakes and oceans, just like you're seeing now anywhere on this planet where man has not been. Okay, so nothing has changed from 20 billion years in nature all the way up until now. Do we agree on that? Okay, so if nature cannot create a Q-tip or a piece of paper or anything, then how do you suggest that it created man? Okay? How do you suggest that the rain or the oceans or the rivers, can you see man crawling out of the ocean or crawling out of the river or a stream? Can you imagine that now, that there's a stream in your backyard that is going to create a human being? Okay, when a human being is a trillion times more complex than anything that it's made, than a Q-tip, or even an airplane. Let's take an airplane with all the wiring and switches and the wings and the how the fuel goes in the tanks and everything to do with an airplane. So a human being is a trillion times more complex than an airplane. Okay, but that's what people don't realize. So is the airplane going to build itself, or is nature going to build that airplane? Okay. Is nature going to build that airplane? No, it's not. But yet you're saying it can build a man and a woman. Absolutely ridiculous. Now and again, you get the evolutionists who claim that man came out of the ocean from a fish. Uh, Let me tell you what a fish is, guys. Again, we're going God's creation, male and female, insects, birds, every kind of bird, every kind of fish, every kind of thing, animals. Fish are built the same way as man and the animals. Okay, God used the same design on everything. Okay, fish have got a brain, they have eyes, they have a digestive system, a respiratory system. They have to regulate their temperature. They got a brain that regulates everything inside the body. Some fish, they everything about a fish is the same thing about a man. Okay, you can see what God is doing here. He created the fish and the man and the woman, and the animals and the birds and the insects, male and female, male and female, male and female, to reproduce. Okay, you can see it. It's right in front of your face. So, and again, if nature could not create man, up on a rock on a mountain or laying in a stream or a river, same thing with fish. Just because they're in the ocean doesn't mean anything. Okay, they are just as complicated as man as far as how they're made. They have the same internals and the same everything going on. So there you go. I want you guys to go get a bucket of water. Go get whatever, a couple buckets of water. Get a 55-gallon bale of water, and I want you to just fill it up and leave it out in nature for a billion years, 100, whatever, a million years. Okay, and see if a fish builds itself out of that water. Okay, let's say that water stays fresh; it doesn't go bad. Let's leave that barrel of water sitting in your backyard or wherever it is. Make a pond, for all that matters. I want to see that water create a fish or a dolphin or a whale. Okay? How many of you have seen that? just by merely the sun coming down on the water and whatever else. But now you got billions of species of fish. Okay, all different, but they're all male and female. Now I'm not talking about just making one fish. I'm talking about making male and female on every species. Okay, they got to be able to mate. They got to be able to lay eggs and have sperm and all that good stuff going on so they can reproduce. But anyway, this is the same thing. You can take river water, ocean water, any kind of water, you know, just stick it in some type of container, maybe a backyard pool, and I want to see what happens. You know, is a fish going to evolve from that water over the course of 1 billion years? You guys think that's possible? And you know how complex a fish is, right? Again, it's got to have all the veins and all the blood, and it's got to have just the right amount of air. It's got to have just the right amount of temperature. Here's another thing. You can take a fish. Now, let's say that a fish somehow over 1 billion years survived and came into being, but now you put that same fish, and let's say that the water temperature changes in the ocean. Guess what happens? That fish is going to die. It's going to go extinct. So, in other words, you're claiming that this thing took 1 billion years to become a fish. Now all of a sudden, over a course of one day, the water temperature changes, or the oxygen goes bad, and then this whole species of fish is going to die, just like that. Boom. So anyway, you guys, you're seeing where I'm going with this, the impossibility of it. Okay, so it is a creator, no doubt about it. Nature is not going to create a man. There's no way. Man is way too complex. Okay, there's no elements on a mountain that are going to create a man. Okay, there are no elements in a river that's going to create a man. Out in the cornfield, out in the dust field, ain't going to happen, man. It's not going to happen. Man was created, period. There is a God. Anyway, all right, guys, peace out. Take care. God bless.